welcome back to another episode. Today we are reviewing River City Girls 2. Just before we get into this review, I want to give a big shout out to WayForward. They provided a review code for this game. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. River City Girls 2 was published and developed by WayForward and released December 15th, 2022 in North America and Europe. It's out now on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Nintendo Switch, which of course is what WayForward provided me a review code for on the Switch. It retails for $39.99. However, in Australia, that's $60, so keep that in mind. Building upon the story and gameplay of 2019's River City Girls, River City Girls 2 gives players even more of what they loved about the original. More characters, more weapons, deeper combat, new enemies to fight, RPG-like character growth, and a bigger world with multiple routes. Joining the returning playable cast of Masako, Koyoko, Kunio, and Riki are Steel-Abbed Warrior Marion from the Double Dragon series, and breakdancing brawler Provi from River City Ransom Underground, who set forth on a sprawling adventure that takes them across the deadly streets and dark alleyways of River City. Armed with new bone-busting techniques including chaotic lift-off attacks, defense-shattering guard breaks, and elemental status ailments, the heroes are fired up and ready to take on crime lord Seibu and his army of underworld thugs. Players can fight through environments such as a nightclub, an amusement park, and a high-tech industry campus. They'll master an arsenal of moves, conquer loads of side quests, power up with items and accessories for more than 40 shops, and enlist assistance from recruited enemies and hired heavies. Countless destructible objects, a vast number of secrets, and a day and night cycle helping bring River City to life with dynamic motion comic cutscenes, thousands of lines of character-specific voiceovers, which, by the way, are both in English and Japanese, and a mesmerizing soundtrack from the critically acclaimed River City Girls series composer Megan McDuffie. So what's new to River City Girls 2? Well, obviously you got the 6 playable characters with each of their own fighting styles and upgradable movesets. This I really liked. I kept coming back to play different stages and the same stages again with different characters, so that was awesome. There's also enhanced combat, guard crushes, lift-off combos, and more. And you get a wall jump, like you can jump off the wall. Sorry. River City is bigger than ever, new locations with multiple routes and secret areas. You can play solo or team up with a friend locally or online, which is amazing. There's new hired henchmen to aid players in battle. You can hold 2 recruits at once. There's loads of NPCs to meet and interact with, and punch in the face, including surprise cameos, which I'm not going to spoil. And you have an awesome anime intro, you have comic book cutscenes, English and Japanese voiceovers, and Megan McDuffie's back. I really enjoyed this game, especially since I'm a retro fan. These retro-inspired pixel graphics are beautiful, and I spent so much time with a smile on my face, just pretty much appreciating how pretty the game is. I really loved how unique this game felt, in that it had a comic book style cutscenes, and it was obviously very inspired by anime too, which I really liked. It felt so unique and it was absolutely beautiful. It looks great. Also, can we talk about how the dialogue and comments characters make are truly witty and somewhat meta, referencing sequels and everything? It's actually really funny and it made me chuckle a few times. The voice acting is awesome. I didn't have any issues with them at all. It's really strong performances here. They're very energetic. They're not going to win any awards for their voice acting, however, they bring a lot of personality to the game. The plot, it's nothing special, but the game more than makes up for it with its style and almost every other aspect. That, however, being said, the story is told pretty well, so you can't really fault it there. Gameplay is really, really good. It's what you'd expect from a brawler of this genre, with combos, switching characters. I like the equipment slots that give some enjoyable perks. I felt blocking was kind of It didn't really make a difference to my gameplay. I really liked the RPG elements. I played solo, but you can go up to 4 players, and it has online co-op too, which is pretty great. I feel like if you're playing this with friends as well, you're probably in for a really fun time. This game, I feel, is much bigger than the original, with being able to travel by bus throughout the city. To me, this game, if I had to describe it, I would say it's like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but with more of an open world. The colours are so bright and vivid and eye-catching, it's awesome. The load times, however, in this game were pretty long though. That could be because it's the Switch version, so keep that in mind. Maybe look into other systems that this game is on. So, like, I don't know, it took me out of it a little bit with the long load times. And lastly, we have to talk about the soundtrack composed by Megan McDuffie. She does a terrific job here, and it really suits the game well. I was jamming out to some of these tracks, and I really, really dug it. She does amazing. Megan, if you're ever watching this, you're super talented. WayForward have smashed it with this game, but I have to say, by now, I'm not really surprised that WayForward have done a terrific job. They always put out high quality products, and I'm not just saying that because they sent me this game. I'm giving an honest review and my honest thoughts. Everything in this game is cohesive and works so well together to bring a wonderful game in a finished product. I would definitely recommend picking this game up, especially if you like retro-inspired brawlers, which this game is. Guys, that's it for my review of River City Girls 2. Huge thank you to WayForward once again for sending me a code to review this. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Guys, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. It really helps. So, I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.